24 abrupt signs your spouse is hiding something from you. Humans have intuitions that let us feel whenever something is not right. Therefore, if you suspect that your spouse is hiding something from you, it could be true. You should not be afraid to discover the truth. If you want to find out if your spouse is keeping a secret, or worse, they are cheating on you, here are some signs. Keep watching below and check if you have noticed these changes in your partner lately. 1. They seem to be nervous around you. One of the common hints that your partner is hiding something is their nervousness around you. Since you know them well, you can tell when they are uneasy or restless. If you can observe this whenever you are together, you should ask why. 2. They are always absent-minded. Aside from being nervous, you notice they are often preoccupied. They always seem to be in deep thoughts, even if you are talking to them. In addition, they keep making mistakes, such as burning the food they cook, breaking a glass, or losing the keys. 3. They avoid eye contacts. Consider it a hint if your partner cannot look you straight in the eyes. If your spouse is hiding something from you, they will be afraid of eye contact. They fear that you will see through them if you look them in the eyes. 4. They often come home late. Is your husband or wife suddenly doing overtime at work? If recently they always come home late, you must suspect something is wrong. Their usual reasons would be overtime at work or just meeting with some friends. If these are becoming too frequent, you should start investigating. 5. They do not sleep on your bed. It is normal for couples to fight before bedtime sometimes, causing them to sleep separately. However, if your spouse chooses to sleep on the couch or in another room even if you have not fought, you must wonder why. Is it becoming frequent? If yes, they may be avoiding intimacy with you. 6. They stop sharing stories with you. When was the last time your partner poured out their feelings or thoughts to you? When was the last time they shared stories about work or other stuff? Something is off if your husband or wife is suddenly silent these days. 7. They are suddenly lying to you. Have you caught your spouse lying to you recently? If they would never lie to you before, then this is something to be taken seriously. So, are they suddenly lying now? 8. They are always on travel. Aside from frequent overtime in the office lately, is your spouse suddenly on constant work-related travel? Worse, you are never allowed to join them. 9. They are suddenly too sweet. Some spouses who feel guilty about hiding something from their partners tend to be too sweet. This defense mechanism is called reaction formation. As a result, they exaggeratedly do things opposite to what they really feel. 10. They are suddenly giving you a lot of gifts. Like in number 9, your spouse might resort to indulging you with gifts to mask their guilt of keeping a secret from you. Thus, they spend a lot of money on expensive presents to make sure you will be happy. 11. They bring their phone everywhere in the house. One of the common signs your spouse is hiding something from you is their sensitivity when it comes to phones. So if lately, they cannot leave their mobile phones anywhere around the house, you should consider it a hint. Also, you must wonder where they hide their phone. 12. They get angry whenever you touch their phone. Are they enraged whenever they catch you holding their phone? Then, they immediately grab it from you and warn you never to touch it without permission. 13. They whisper on the phone. Have you ever caught your spouse whispering on the phone? Then, when they see you coming, they immediately turn it off. When asked who it is, they often say it is just a friend, a workmate, or a stranger. 14. They move to another room when someone calls them. Does your spouse move to a different room when talking on the phone lately? If they would not usually do this before, this is a sign to be considered. 15. They change their phone's password. Has your partner recently changed the password to their phone? When asked why, they could give you excuses like they forgot the old one. or they could say they want to test your faith in them. 16. They talk to you about the importance of having privacy. Concerning number 15, your spouse is trying to convince you to give each other some privacy. They say it is good for your mental health and relationship since trust and respect are developed. This is really suspicious if they were advocate of transparency before. 17. They have a new phone you do not know about. Most cheating partners are wiser now, and your spouse could be one of them. If all the previous signs about phones do not apply to them, but they still act weird, you should check if they are hiding a new phone. Some people do this to avoid leaving evidence on their regular phones. 18. They do not ask about your day anymore. Has your spouse stopped being caring recently? If they do not check on you like before, or do not even bother to ask about your day, it is another clue. Why is your partner not interested in your life anymore? Are they preoccupied with someone else? 19. They have no more time to go out with you. If you used to have regular dates, but now your spouse is suddenly too busy, something could be off. Committed people will always set a schedule to bond with their loved ones. Your spouse surely knows this. 20. They suddenly stop saying I love you. This is another vital sign that your spouse is hiding something from you. If they used to express their affection but have suddenly stopped, you better ask what is wrong. And how about when you initiate saying, I love you? Do they avoid responding at all? Or, when they do, does it sound insincere or empty? 21. They do not hug you anymore. Aside from not being expressive anymore, your partner does not touch or hug any longer. This should tell you that something has changed in their feelings towards you, and it may be because of another person. 22. They are often irritable with you. Have you noticed that your partner is easily irritated lately? If they keep snapping at you for no reason, you can tell that something is bothering them. 23. They fight with you over small things. In connection to number 22, your spouse is suddenly fighting with you all the time. They get angry over small things and often blame you for their failures. This should convince you that something is wrong in your relationship. 24. They avoid intimate conversations. If your partner keeps secrets, they will avoid having intimate talks with you. Aside from the fear of being caught, their guilt tells them they can never be sincere with you anymore. This makes them uncomfortable having a heart-to-heart with you. Find evidence. Without proof, it would be hard to confront your partner over these signs. Do not act impulsively if you are convinced your spouse is hiding something from you. Think of ways to discover some evidence first. Please leave your comment below if you have anything to share. Thanks for watching our video.